My name is Abhishek Jain, and through this video, I'm just going to start a tutorial series on how to implement the SQLite database with the Python programming language. And in this tutorial series, especially in this part, we are going to just understand with the coding what is SQLite and the theoretical question: why do we call this Sqlite3, and then we're gonna see how we can set up or install if there is any setup or installation needed, but that is not needed with the Python 3. And then how can I use it and where to use it, and then what all other programming language apart from the Python are supporting SQLite. So the theoretical definition of SQLite database: it's an embedded database, and most of the operating system in a mobile application are using this as a one of the most acceptable database. Web browsers are also coming with this, and there are Django web framework which is also using SQLite in a development phase, and there are a lot of places and the business use cases where I have implemented SQLite in my experience in this IT industry. And you will, once you just understand the power of SQLite, you will find definitely many use cases where you can utilize this SQLite. So D. Richard Hip in 2000 just developed this SQLite database, which is almost provide all kind of flexibility which other complicated and the heavyweight other relational database provides to us. So let's get into the demo part and see how we can use that within a Python. So as I mentioned, this in Python 3, this SQLite is already comes up with one library which is known as Sqlite3. So as we always do, to just to utilize the power of any module within a Python, we have to import that. For SQLite, we have this Sqlite3, right? And then I'm just importing this as a SL. So now I just wanted to create a SQLite DB. So first thing, we have to create a database basically. So how can I create with this module? So the first thing you have to do is you have to use SL connect method. There is a connection method also that we're gonna discuss in future, but for now we are going to keep it a step by step so that you can easily understand it. Sl.connect method requires one first parameter, which is actually going to be your first SQLite DB. So this is gonna be the name of your DB, and then it's not only creating your DB, but it is going to make a connection also, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to create a variable called SL connection, and I'm just storing this object. And as we always do, which is a recommended way to close all the connection which we are making with any DB. So I'm just saving this Python file in this location, right? You can see there is no other file, right? So the moment I will run this code, this 3 line of code, this is going to create the DB. So it ran fine, right? And if I just go back to the folder, I can see this first SQLite.db file is getting created with the size 0, right? So this is the very first thing, right? Now once the database gets created, we have to create a table. And how can we create a table? To create a table, we have to first create a statement for that table, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna define another variable, create table query, and here I have already created a create command so that we can save some time, and we will just do some more explanation. So this is create table. You can see I'm just creating a table with name SQLite learning, and it is having ID integer not null primary key. Auto increment is not needed to be given. I mean, if I'll remove it, it will do the magic, right? It will keep increasing. Then we have a query type. It's another field. You can just give any name. This is defined as text. Another is a query purpose text. So these are just 3 column table which I'm just gonna create. So to run this query, to execute this query in database word, what happens is we have to create a cursor in a programming language, right? So how can I create a cursor? So I'm just gonna use this SL connection object. This has one method called cursor, and I'm just gonna save this in a cursor variable. And then once this cursor is defined, I can use the execute method, and I can pass this query. Okay, so once this query get passed and if there is no problem, then I can just print, otherwise we will get an exception and we will handle that, right? So what I'm gonna say is requested table is created, and I'll just show you after this how to verify whether the table name is exist, right, or not. So table gets created. Now if I just wanted to check whether this table has been created, so SQLite comes with one default table which is known as a SQLite master, and I can query that. So let me just define a select query select master. This is the variable name I'm gonna give, and I'm just gonna define that select star from SQLite underscore master. This is a default table which gets created by the SQLite for ourselves, and we have this SQL cursor execute. I'm just gonna copy this, okay, and I'm just gonna pass this query, and so this is going to return me a multiple records, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fetch the records. So to fetch the records, we have this fetch all command, and I'm just gonna save it into select records, right? And I'm just gonna print them. Okay, so f string. So if you know, this f string is another implementation which is very good if you want to just convert our variable in an actual value. So if I'll just save it, let me just, since these things are already been created, let me just comment this and let me just run this. SL cursor it's not defined, yes. So what I have to do is I have to just copy this line and I have to define here, and one more thing, I have to just close that cursor as well before making a connection. Close. Okay, I think this time it should work fine. Yes, so now we can see table. It's a type, so basically SQL master, right? So SQL master has 5 columns. We have type of table, then we have table name, right? Then we have this SQL query. So what I can do is, rather than putting this star, I can just select type and I can just put table name, and if I'll just run it, I am just seeing only table, the type is table, and the table name is Sqlite running. So that is how you can create a table and you can access the table. So now you just get the basic, right, to how to just use the SQLite with the Python programming language. So that's it to just start from this particular part, right? In the next part, what we're gonna do is we are just going to understand the select statement, how to execute select, then insert, then update and delete. And in the next section afterwards, we are just going to check for some more complicated scenarios, and once that gets done, we will pick a one real-time business use case from my implementation, and I will show you how we can use this SQLite rather than just depending upon any relational database or any other new SQL database which is far complicated as compared to this one. So that's it from my side for this video, and stay healthy and keep learning a new stuff. Thanks a lot for watching this.